Formerly known Mercury X Uni, currently known to Hava Kills. I've did music under both names. Go check it out if you like. Let's get into this reaction video.
Like a major military sorority, and they all got their sorority, and they wind up leaving that place, going to different places in the country and working together. My general had a best friend from school that he worked together, and I'm going to leave his name out of it, but he would tell me all the time, Frank, quit glorifying death, because I'm like, oh, we're going to go get the bad guys. I mean, I was gung-ho, man. And he would tell me all the time, there's no glory in death, it's just death. And then you go there and you start working and you see it, and you realize that there is no glory in death, it's just a dead person laying there. Their soul is departed, they're not there anymore. And getting into like my coworkers or other people that have self-deleted, a big component of that is you start seeing dead people and you see them without the soul, and you realize there was a guy that I folded up on a tabla in Spanish. I don't know what you call it. It's kind of like a stretcher, a wooden stretcher that the coroner uses. And we had to fold his body up like a butterfly because he was all broken in different pieces. And we put him on this stretcher. And you can tell that it's just a pile of bones and meat. I'm not trying to disrespect that guy at all. And I've never taken pictures of the dead. There's a lot of people that do take pictures of the dead. I don't. But this general would tell me that, hey, you know, you can't glorify death because it's just death. It's not good. Someone's departed. Their soul's gone. And it's just a pile of flesh there. So you start seeing this, and it gives you a callous. But on the other side of that, you have people that glorify death in Santa Muerte. They look at it like it's something glorious. They look at like depriving someone of life or torturing them or making them suffer is building their own power. And they do believe that. I mean, they're just like with the vacuum that we talked about in other episodes. There are people that strive to live their short existence because it's going to come to a violent end, either at the hands of the government or the hands of infighting amongst themselves or at the hand of another cartel. And then even once you become the man and you haven't fought anybody else in the cartel, even members within your own organization also worship the same thing and are looking at trying to improve their own status within their same organization. And you see it even in different members of the mafia in different countries. But there, they take it to another level. There, they have the spiritual acceptance, or not even the acceptance, what's the word? Approval to try to be as bad as possible. You've had people in Mexico, here's how bad it goes. You'll have people in Mexico that will kill somebody, and they'll have defibrillators there to try to bring them back to life so they can kill them more than once.
No, that's happened.
That's a fact.
You've seen this?
Yeah. They've had defibrillators. They'll kill somebody, and they'll kill them, and they'll sit there and try to bring them back to life so they can kill them again.
And is it just brutality, or is there a ritual element where they think that by killing them again, they get more energy or more power?
I have to think that there's a ritual element to it, too, because, I mean, you'll see things like there's a cartel video where there's killing someone in a gunfight, which happens. I mean, that's just like whatever. And I'm not being disrespectful or dismissive of the value of any person's life, be they a government soldier, agent, or even being a criminal, because all life has intrinsic value. And I want to say that to the camera to make it clear. All life, your life, my life, your life, has intrinsic value, because there's something there that we as humans cannot give to us, which is a living, breathing soul. And so there's killing people in the course of fighting. And by fighting, I mean someone's not going home, not UFC play fighting, which I've done. Combat, someone's not going home. But then there's torturing people and killing them and taking joy and pleasure in it, or trying to promote your own self-power with your own evil deity. And that does happen. And I know that happens because they'll sit there. And the reason why I know that it happens is I've seen instances where they've peeled the face off of people like masks and then played with it, or other instances where they're torturing people that have legitimately done their cartel wrong. There's it's got a punishment, or a castigo in Spanish. There's a punishment element to it because they've done something incorrect. An example off the top of my head, in Cinco Señoras, at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, they killed a transit cop and his wife. And they had tortured him for like 24 hours. But the guy was working for them. He had done something incorrect. And so there's a penalty to be paid for that, obviously. However, there's certain levels to it. And when you're like peeling someone's face off, or there was another guy where they had cut off his knees or his lower legs, cut off his forearms, and then we're cutting out his stomach, like the fat off of his stomach, and then they were beheading him. And when they were beheading him, the human body has like an instinct to it to where he's intuitively trying to defend himself from having his head cut off. And this isn't just one or two people, this is several people taking glee in it. So they're operating as a group, being that gruesome to people, and it's doing one of two things. It's either improving their power on a satanic level, or it's sending, or both, sending a very clear message to the rest of the people that this is how we operate and this is the way that we're going to do it. And if you cross us, there's a definite price to be paid. And that's what's going on.
So is human sacrifice like a very clear element of this, where they try to, like, they'll create an altar and have like a ritual sacrifice of someone?
Yeah, that's definitely an instance to it. And I have to say that that's an instance to it. I have tattoos, other people have tattoos, but when you see everybody in their organization branded with the same tattoo, worshiping a deity that is the literal saintly representation of death, and it can only mean one thing, and then they go and they build altars to it. There's like narco cemeteries in Mexico. They're in Sinaloa. They're very expensive, very ornate. Everybody's seen videos of them. That's really the only region in the entire country where they've been built, because the rest of the country, they came down on it so hard that they haven't really built them. But even there, they have images and saints to Santa Muerte, and then they'll go out and they'll build the altar. So they've got their tombs adorned with it. They've got their bodies adorned with it. They've got altars on the side of the road. They've got altars that they've built where they've had balaceras or combat and have ambushed government soldiers or agents. So I definitely, and you know, this could get me into trouble making this video, because some people might be like, you know what, we're going to go shut that gringo up. But just what I have seen, they definitely, yeah, there's definitely rituals and mutual human sacrifice. And the reason I know that is because they'll just disappear people that they didn't have to. There are videos of this, of them just killing people indiscriminately for the hell of it, that they didn't have to kill. Migrants passing through Mexico, I think they took a board and killed like 138 people or something. The exact number escapes me, but it was about 100 to 150 people. And it was a caravan of migrants crossing through Mexico, men and women. And they just decided, you know what, we're going to kill them all. And that's the level of value that life has for these people. And the only way that can be that way is if they are purposely doing this to try to like perpetuate or promote themselves within their own religion.
What's up, guys? I'm on the road. I would love to see you guys there. Obviously, if you don't know, I'm a stand-up comedian, and stand-up comedy is my passion. It's the thing I love to do, and seeing you guys all come out to the shows truly makes my life. I hang out after the show and say what's up to everybody, so if you want to come through, check out the show, say what's up to me. It would mean the world. You can see me at all these dates and more on my website, markagnonlive.com, and I'll see you guys on the road. Do you think that some of these people that sort of practice Santa Muerte and sort of worship this saint of death are also Catholic? Like, do they do both at the same time?
If you're Mexico and you came from a Mexican mother, you're definitely Catholic, without a doubt.
Right. So they do both, kind of. Like, they'll...
Yeah,